Hi everyone, you are joining us in a meditation, and may the voice of faith illuminate your minds. Last week we began a new series of the Beatitudes. This week we have explored the first Beatitude that talks about the poor in spirit inheriting the kingdom of heaven. The poor in spirit referring to the humble at heart. Today I would like to continue exploring the first Beatitude, and let's take the book of Mark chapter 10 and put under a microscope the story of the rich young ruler. I'm reading here starting from verse 18. So Jesus said to him, "Why do you call me good? No one is good but one, that is God. You know the commandments: do not commit adultery, do not murder, do not steal, do not bear false witness, do not defraud, honor your father and your mother." And he, the rich young ruler, answered and said to Jesus, "Teacher, all these things I have kept from my youth." Okay, this is a very strong statement. When a person thinks that they have done everything, it's very hard to find anybody in the world that has done everything, that knows everything. So clearly, the young man was focusing on what he had already done. He was focusing on what he had mastered, on what he knew. And this is exactly where stagnancy lies. Delay and blockage in our spiritual life lies within us being in our comfort zone, doing what we are always doing, and repeating what we are always repeating, and not looking outside of the box. So the young man, he was ticking the boxes, and because he was ticking certain boxes, he thought, well, I'm in a good place, I'm well. Jesus answered him and told him, Jesus looking at him, loved him. You know, whoever we love, we tell them the truth. And Jesus told him the truth and told him, one thing you lack. And I find that a very thought-provoking answer. Jesus was helping the young man shift his attention to what he was not doing. Don't focus on what you're doing. Focus on what you're not yet doing. Focus on what you have not yet learned. Focus on what you still need to do. And this is where progress lies. Progress, development lies within the things that we still need to do. If we focus on what we have not yet done and we execute, that's when we reach the next level. So the Lord Jesus was not targeting him, he was not judging him. The Lord Jesus was not accusing him. The Lord Jesus wanted to help the young man become a better version of himself. The Lord Jesus wanted the young man to reach a better level, a higher level. Of course, the young man who had many years ahead of him with great potential, he still had so much more to learn from his elders, from the Lord Jesus himself, and through life experiences. And this is exactly the failure that he had, because he had a wonderful opportunity to excel, to learn the one thing that was lacking. And I believe all of us, we have something that we lack, that we can learn. We all have something that we can grow in. It's very hard to find somebody that knows everything. that has learned everything. But in this answer of the Lord Jesus, he walked off. He was sad, he was disappointed, because the Lord Jesus, he touched his pride. The young man seemed to be very humble initially, but then later on, in the end, it showed that underneath that humble appearance, there lied a subtle pride. Could it be that your biggest enemy impeding you to grow is pride? I don't know. But most people that have a hidden pride, that pride impedes them to move forward. This weekend, we will have the second beatitude, which will be combined with the Lord's Supper, the Holy Communion. And that's a great opportunity for us to look within ourselves, asking the Lord Jesus, what am I lacking for me to take my life, first of all, my spiritual condition, and everything else around me in my life, my career, my finances, my family life, my marriage, my health, what is lacking for me to take it to another level? There's always a next level, but for us to reach that next level, we need to have the humility to find out what is lacking, and then focus on what is lacking, do what is lacking, learn what is lacking, and if we execute with humility, with faith, then we're going to reach that next level. All right? I hope and I believe this message may energize you and may prepare you to come to our weekend meetings. If you need prayer, if you're having a hard time, if you need answers, scan the QR code, get in touch with us today, and I'm looking forward to meet you in one of our meetings this weekend. This Saturday, we are beginning 10 a.m. in the morning. And on Sunday, we have a Tagalog meeting, 7 a.m. in the morning, and 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in English, and 10:30 a.m. in Cantonese. All right? If you want to reach the next level, visit us this weekend. You can join us again in our meditation from Monday to Friday here at the same channel at the same time. God bless you all.